I've been in a series at Trim titled Winning in Life. Winning in Life. There's 9 different messages that I've done. Usually go live on Facebook as well. They're on the podcast and all. But 9 different messages that I've delivered so far based off of the subject titled Winning in Life. Because the Lord began to deal with me, and I notice when he sticks me in something and I'm just like stuck there, I can't move, that it is because there is something that is about to come. I don't declare myself to be a prophet, but there are some prophetic words that will come forth from me from time to time because, because I support prophets. I believe in the office of the prophetic. And so this see, you see, I'm gonna show y'all just how stupid that is right now. No, let me show y'all something. Now listen, why would y'all be calling me now and I'm on prayer? I apologize for that, y'all. Some folks just have no respect. They just have no respect for what you're doing. No respect, because they don't have God like that. They don't think you have God like that or whatever. Just no respect. I know I've been doing this line. I'm finna rant for a minute because that just teased me. Look, I know I've been doing this. I think I started this line in 12. So what is that, 7, 8, 9 years or what have you? I always been at 7 o'clock. It's just no respect, man. No respect. No respect. People. But listen, okay, let's get back to where we supposed to be. So I've been doing this series, Winning in Life, because when the Lord started dealing with me about series, as far as when I'm stuck on a message, I realize that it is because he's in preparation. He's setting us up in preparation for something that is about to come. I don't, as I say again, I don't consider myself to be a prophet, but there is a prophetic edge that comes to my life because I believe in, I fully support the fivefold ministry, and one of the fivefold ministry is prophet. So therefore, I tend to, I can see things in a prophetic realm or catch things in a prophetic realm. So I do know that when the Lord deals with me concerning something, it would behoove to pay very close attention to it. Pay very, very close attention to it. Pay very, very close attention to it. And I have been stuck in this winning in life. And because what I know the Lord wants to do is regardless of what we say or what we see, there is, even this morning, the Lord was ministering to me and he said, listen, Delphine, I need you to let the people know that they're in a position of where they don't pay enough attention to things. They not catching enough things, including yourself, not catching enough things. Too many things are happening. They're always looking. They've gotten in a mindset of always having putting the responsibility on the leader or on the person so that they don't worry about things. I'll give you a natural example. He said there are so many people that are not aware of what's going on in the country because they leave the responsibility of it to the president. They don't pay any attention. They feel as though some of them don't take the responsibility because they feel like they're the little man and I don't matter. Some of them don't take the responsibility because they don't want the responsibility. They just want to freelance in life and be able to live off of other people and other people's work ethics and all. And so the Lord began to talk to me this morning concerning that. And I need to tell y'all something that I sense very strong in my spirit, that I know for a fact when I hear from the presence of the Lord, when he talks to me, there are some things that, listen, if you think 2020, there are some things you might want to be, set your affections towards the things of the Lord so that you're not carried away. One of the prayer requests I wrote down, matter of fact, I take prayer requests on Tuesday, but I also put my prayer requests down. Check this out. This was my very first prayer request that I wrote down. This is it right here. No being caught off guard for the new year. That's my prayer request. That was my very first request that I put in. That we don't be caught off guard for this new year. Some folk would argue the point to say that there is no way that you could be caught off guard regarding things that the Lord will make you aware. Listen, we do not pay attention always to the things that the Lord wants to make us aware of. Please do not allow this churchy religious talk to be your portion in this season to come. Please make sure that you are fully aware and engulfed in and in covenant connection with God, and make sure that you pay attention to the unctions and the leading of things. God, help me this morning, man. Listen, please make sure that you do, because there are certain things that are being set up as much as, there are cliches that are out here right now about how 2021 is going to be this, of restoration is going to be that, and all these good things, because people have gotten tired of 2020 and what 2020 has brought us. 2020 grabbed a hold of some people that I love dearly this year, and they're no longer here. 2020 caused some relationships that I had to literally go south, and also 2020 has literally done some things. Yes, no doubt about what 2020 has done. And because we are people that want to always believe and convince ourselves that if you be in God, that everything is always going to be so beautiful, because that myth is out there, then we tend to get caught up in things, and we tend to get washed away in things. When trouble comes, when trying times come, we tend to get carried away, and we lose our footings because we're not used to that type stuff. We want to manipulate God, or cause God to be the kind of God that always strokes us, the kind of God that always, he's so loving, he's so compassionate. Well, listen, he was the same loving and compassionate God, but he allowed Job to go through some things. He allowed Job to actually lose his children, to lose his cattle and all. God allowed that to take place. He allowed some situations to happen in life, because there is a time of testing that comes upon every one of us. And so we have to know how to be balanced people in life. And because we are not balanced people in life, things catch us, and they catch us off guard. We tend to think that I don't need to worry about that. That does not involve me. I don't need to worry about taxes, because taxes don't pertain to me. Well, yes, they do pertain to you. You pay them every time you buy something. Things like that does matter. I don't have to worry about what Congress is saying. Yes, you do. Why? Because Congress is the one that is setting the laws and all that is happening. Yes, you do have to worry about these things. You have to worry because you have children and you have grandchildren that could find themselves caught up in these systems concerning things. So yes, you do have to worry about it. And the Lord told me this morning, said, hey, get up, girl. I said, Lord, I set my alarm to get up at 6. And you is waking me up somewhere about 5. Man, let's get on up, Delphine. Listen, set yourself, get yourself ready. Give the people a word. Tell the people what I am saying, what I am trying to communicate to them. Listen, do not allow yourselves to be caught off guard by thinking that that does not affect me, that does not matter to me. And all, listen, let me tell you something. All that is contradictory to what the word of the Lord says. The word of the Lord tells us to love our neighbor as ourselves. So that means an involvement. We have been taught in society, you don't worry about them. You just worry about what goes on in your house. Now, to some degree, please don't take out of context. You understand that some things are not your business that goes on there. But it is for you to love your neighbor as yourself, which means that you would give of yourself for them just as you would as if it was you. That is the loving thy neighbor as I would love thyself. And so he said, listen, I want you to tell the people, make sure that you let them know that, hey, don't get caught up in the cliches of people that do not want to deal with circumstances, that do not want to deal with situations. They just love to holler things about, 2021 it's going to be better, because nobody wants to struggle. Nobody wants to go through anything. I feel the power of God this morning. I'm coming through. You might as well clear the pathway, because I'm finna come through. This is the thing about about it. Nobody wants to deal with things. None of us do. If I could have every day being sunshine, yes, I would. Give me sunshine for 500, Alex. But sometime, the old saying, in every life some rain must fall. So there's going to be some situations and some circumstances that will be beyond our control. But the thing of it is, it's when your focus and your attention is set like it needs to be, when you have a mindset of winning in life, and when you position and condition yourself in the proper place in order for things to happen. Okay, now Job, he's going through these situations, all these circumstances, but Job, how do you yet continue to win in life? You get to a point as to where you begin to say things such as, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. I gotta say that one more time for somebody to catch it. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Why? For the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That is winning in life. That is getting to a place as to where you're able to say, regardless of what, God, I'm looking to you, the author and the finisher of my faith. I understand that life is going to bring some situations. Yes, I would love to have sunshine on a cloudy day. I would love to have, when it's cold outside, the month of May. But listen, reality and realistically, y'all, there are things that we deal with in life, and we have to know how to effectively go through and navigate in life without trying to manipulate God. That is the thing that the Lord has had me to watch for years. You cannot manipulate God. The word manipulate begins with M-A-N, which means this is something that humanity has the ability to control. It is nothing spiritual. God is not a man. You cannot manipulate God. No, God has to be connected to in the spirit realm. God has to be brought into the earthly realm through spiritual connections, which means that I've got to get out of myself and get beyond myself and connect my spirit to God. And so God said, listen, let them know that I cannot be manipulated. Let them know that the only way that they're going to know the future, the only way that they're going to know what is about to come and how to navigate and detour around things that are about to come is if they find themselves hid in me. For he that dwelleth in the secret place shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I done told y'all I'm coming through this morning. You might as well clear the way or you go get run over, because I'm coming through. Listen, he said, look, make sure that you let them know that that is the only way to be able to survive the things that would come. You're going to hear people say, oh yeah, they're going to prophesy. They call it prophesying. Some of it is prophet lying. Some of them are going to say all these different promises because of what? Because they are so tired of what 2020 has brought us. But can I say to you, can I interject something to you? What would it be if God was not really done with dealing with us, huh? What would it be? Lord, help me this morning, man. You finna make me say this stuff, ain't you? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. You know I am. And so this is the thing about it. What if, just what if now God was not through dealing with us concerning some things? What if we did not get the message and the lessons that the Lord had set for us? God, help me, please. What if, the things that God wanted us to gather and how God wanted us to handle some circumstances we didn't do? So if we did not accomplish and what he was desiring to do was not brought to pass, should he just go ahead and just say, well, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all pass? I'm just going to, I'm going to stop. I'm going to alleviate circumstances and situations. Or does he continue to allow things until he can get what it is that he wants? Well, listen, let me take you to Jeremiah chapter 18. Make a note so you can check it out. It talks about in Jeremiah 18 how he said, let us go down to the potter's house, and how the potter took the clay and the clay was marred in his hand. So he remade made it again. So listen, let me tell you something. When something does not look like God wanted to look, God help me. When something does not look like he wants it to look, he remakes it again. Yeah. So he keeps dealing with it until he gets it to where he wants it to be. So please don't think that just because a little moment of time has passed, or you've been dealing with a situation for 3 days and you tired of dealing with it for 3 days, that 3 days is going to stop.